Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. Today in this video I'm going to show you how you can crimp one of these IDC connectors. You can see I've already crimped one side of the cable and this is the other side of the cable. I'm going to show you for both the types of connector. As you can see, this is the female type of the connector and this is the most common one, but there also exists the male kind. This one is specifically with the locks. So what happens is if you need to make a bus cable, which I'm making today, you can just place one like this and it locks in, and you can use these two locks to get the cable out very easily, so you don't have to pull on the cable which can damage the cable. So let's first show you the female connector. So this is the female connector, and the very first thing you need to do is identify the pin number 1. So you can see this is the pin number 1. There will be always a marking which shows this arrow indicating this is the pin number 1. So once you have identified this pin number 1, you can remove the top cover, which you just have to pull it out, and now you have to identify the pin number 1 on the ribbon cable. Well, that's fairly straightforward, and some of you might have already guessed or already know. The red color marking or any sort of indication like red, pink, something like this will be done on your cable. So you can see this is the pin number 1 and this is the pin number 1 on the connector. So what you need to do, you need to align these two like this. So whenever I'm going to crimp this cable, I need to make sure that this arrow and this red line matches like this. Which you can also verify on the other side of the connector. There you go. I guess you can see the arrow. Yeah, there you go. So there is the arrow, and if I pull over here, you can see this red line over here. Now you don't have to just place it like this. This is not the correct way. What you have to first do, you have to keep this one aside and first take the other part of the connector, and if you look closely on the other part of the connector, I hope it's visible on the camera. Yeah, there you go. There are a lot of grooves like this in the connector. So on both the kinds you will always see these grooves. Now these grooves have their purpose. What you have to do is first align the ribbon cable with these grooves. So what I like to do is simply take the connector, also place it upside down, and simply align this connector with this groove. So let me show you. So you can see right now it's perfectly aligned with those grooves. You can slide it easily, and once you have done that, what you need to do now, the red line is over here. We already discussed that's pin number 1. You have to now take the other end of the connector where you will see these pins. Now you have to make sure the pin number 1 matches like so. It doesn't go like this. You have to either do it this way, or I like to do is basically I will flip around the cable so this pin number 1 markings always stays out. So now if I do it like this, what will happen is, if I can zoom in correctly, and let me zoom out a bit, I think that's better. So once this red line is over here, now if I take my connector and place it like this, let me first place it and then I can show you. I'm just going to lightly press it right now. So yeah, you can see the red line and the arrow matching. So once that's done, you have the confidence. You can also keep some play like this outside, or you can be like leave very little space. You can feel free to do however you like. So once you have done that, what you need to do, we have to press this connector. So to press it, some people, what they really like to do is, like, if you're really strong, you can just like pinch it down with a lot of force, but to be honest, I'm not that strong. So what I'm going to do, you can either place this connector in the bench wise and press it, so it will apply nice and even force and it will pinch this thing down. Otherwise, if you don't have a bench wise like me, what I like to do, I like to use the C-clamp. So what I will do, I will simply put the C-clamp between the connector. This is not really ideal way to do, but You can also buy a specialized tool specifically built for this purpose, but honestly, just for the one connector, it doesn't make sense to buy that tool. So let me quickly open the vise. I might just speed this thing up and place the connector in between, and I will just show you the pinching process. So there you go, it's inside. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to evenly apply the pressure. So when you start doing, or basically start crimping this thing down or pinching this thing down, when you close the clamp, you also have to make sure that all the pins are still aligned. Make sure of that. So now I'm just going to, looks to be in order. You can see over there, and I'm just going to slowly apply the pressure, and you can see the gap is closing. So let me close the clamp fully. Don't apply too much pressure, it just have to be enough such that the connector is fully closed, and you can also see the lock over here has been locked or clicked over here. Once that's done, you can open the connector, and there you go, your ribbon cable is now fully crimped. You can see, so pin number 1 matches with the red line. The same thing can be done for the female connector, so let me quickly show you that as well. So what we are going to again do is identify the pin number 1. Well, that's pretty bright. Yeah, there you go. So there is your arrow, pin number 1, and what you have to do, align this with the ribbon cable. So I'm going to place it like this, but as I had showed you already earlier, you don't have to align this with the pins directly. First, what you have to do is align the connector. So I'm just going to place the connector like this. Now this is a bit hard to show, I guess, but you get the idea. This one also has the same grooves on it. Align the grooves, place the connector, align the pin number 1, and just clamp it down. So yeah, it doesn't go like this. You can see the arrow is not matching. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it around and place the clamp. Then there you go. So as you can see, both the connectors are crimped successfully. It took me some effort to properly seat in the connector using the clamp of the camera, but yeah, so fairly straightforward process. If you have the bench vise, that's the best way to do for this type of connector. Otherwise you can buy a specialized connector, but as you can see, it can be done using some C-clamp as well if you have that one lying around. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and I will try to answer all of those. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video.